Hi students. So this is the second lecture in nitrogen containing compounds. So we shall start with isomerism. Already in first lecture nomenclature is completed, and in this lecture we shall discuss about isomerism. So amines are represented by the general molecular formula. What is the general molecular formula for amines? CnH2n plus 3n. So this is the general molecular formula for amines. So you should remember this molecular formula CnH2n plus 3n and exhibit the following types of isomerism. So very first isomerism is what? Functional isomerism. So the name itself, you should understand functional isomerism means just this is due to the presence of different functional groups. So different functional groups present on nitrogen atom. So this type of isomerism will be arised in nitrogen compounds or amines. So the first one is aniline. So this amine, not aniline, amine, NH2. Then there are two alkyl groups, and here three alkyl groups are present. Okay, now these are considered as functional groups. Okay, so molecular formula for C3H9N represents three functional isomerism. One is what? This is propyl. So propyl, N-propyl amine. Okay, N-propyl amine. Then this is ethyl methyl. So according to IUPAC system, so E will be first alphabetical order. So ethyl methyl amine. So there are these two are different functional groups. Now these three are same, but three functional groups are present. So this is called functional isomerism. Trimethyl amine, tertiary amine or trimethyl amine. Okay, this is called functional isomerism. First one. Then second one is what? Chain isomerism. Okay, in chain isomerism, what will be happened here? This type of isomerism arise due to carbon skeleton of the alkyl group attached to the amino group. So due to the presence of carbon skeleton, just a number of carbon atoms or parent chain directly attached to nitrogen amino group. Okay, here you can see butane 1 amine. So this is according to from nitrogen we should give name. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So butane 1 amine. So N-butylamine, common name is N-butylamine. So this is 2-methyl propan 1 amine, 2-methyl. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2-methyl propan 1 amine, 2-methyl propan 1 amine. Sorry, from here, sorry. Okay, from here, 1, 2, 3. So 2-methyl propan 1 amine. Okay, this is a chain isomerism. Just the parent chain or carbon skeleton difference in the. So this is a simple chain. Okay, there is no branching. Here there is a branching. This is chain isomerism. Okay, due molecular formula is same in both these compounds. Okay, molecular formula is same, C4H11N, but what is the difference here? Due to the presence of different carbon skeleton, difference in the carbon skeleton only. So here this substituent is present on this chain. Okay, if this is a straight chain or simply N-butylamine, and this is not a straight chain, this is a now branching. Okay, so these two are different structures with different names, but molecular formula is similar in these two compounds. So such type of isomers are called chain isomers. Okay, so next, position isomers. Position isomerism, actually here difference in the position of amino group, difference in the position of amino group in the carbon chain. You can see these two examples, C3H9N, CH3, CH2, NH2, and here same molecular formula. Here functional group is attached to a secondary carbon in this one. Okay, secondary carbon. This is primary carbon, but second carbon, not secondary. This is a primary, but second carbon attached to second carbon. Here first carbon 1, 2, 3, and here 1, 2, 3, or you can give 1, 2, 3. So on present on second carbon. So this is called position isomerism. Okay, the molecules or compounds having similar molecular formula, but what is difference here? Just the nitrogen or amino group present is different. Okay, so next, metamerism. So this is due to different alkyl groups attached to the same polyvalent functional group. So what is difference here? Different in alkyl groups. Suppose here you can see this is CH3 group and this is C3H7 propyl group. Methyl and propyl group. These two are different. So name of this compound is methyl propyl amine, and this one two are same, C2H5, C2H5. These two are this is called diethyl amine. Molecular formula is similar, but what is different here? Just the functional groups, the alkyl groups are different, attached to the same polyvalent functional group. Some solved examples are there. Okay, try to solve this one. So write the names and the structures of 4 isomeric amines having the molecular formula C3H9N. So molecular formula, this one same, but structures are different. So if you see this one C3H9, okay, 1, 2, 3, 3 carbons C3, then 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 2 7, 7 plus 2 9, hydrogen 9, 1 nitrogen. So here this formula is what? C3H9N. Then this one 1, 2, 3, 3 carbon C3, then 3, 3, 6, 6 plus 2 8, 8 plus 1 9. So C3H9N again. So here 1, 2, 3, C3H9N again. Here also C3H9N. So these four compounds having similar molecular formula, but what is different? Just similar molecular formula, structures are different. Okay, so one is primary, then secondary, tertiary, like that. Okay, so next one, write the structures of 8 isomeric amines having the molecular formula C4H11N. 8 molecular, 8 isomeric structures, isomeric amines. So this is first the common. For every isomer, the common is simply writing carbon chain without branching. Okay, that is common one. Then next you should substitute one methyl group at different carbon atoms. Okay, by substituting like that, we can make different structures. So this is another one. Okay, C3 molecular formula is 1, 2, 3, 4, C4H11N. Here also this is same. Okay, names we should write here. Okay, if you want to write this one, so here what is the compound name here? Write the structures of. Okay, just to structures are asked here. Okay, but these are the 8 isomeric structures. Okay, then next, basic nature of amines. So this is very important, basic nature. So amines like ammonia are basic in nature. Amines like ammonia are basic in nature. So the basic nature is due to the presence of an unshared pair of electrons on nitrogen atom. This is very important point. Okay, basic amines are basic in nature. Then how that basic nature is arised? Due to the presence of unshared electron pair on nitrogen atom. So due to the presence of that unshared electron, so these amines possess basic nature. Okay, this lone pair of electrons is available for the formation of a new bond with a proton or Lewis acids. So here every compound, ammonia, there is a lone pair. Next here primary amine, one lone pair, then secondary amine, then tertiary amine. So these are basic in nature. Okay, basic in nature. So why that basic nature arises? So due to the presence of unshared electron on nitrogen atom. So amines are weak bases as they combine partially with the water to form hydroxyl ion. So here this is amine. Then when it is combines with oxygen or reacting with water, it gives RNH3 plus alkyl ammonium ion. This is RNH3 plus alkyl ammonium ion and hydroxide ion. So applying law of mass actions of that Kb is equal to RNH2, this is RNH2, then OH minus by RNH2. Okay, RNH3 plus OH minus by RNH2. The value of Kb here describes the relative strength of the bases. So strong bases have higher values of Kb, while weak bases have lower values. So this point is very, very important. Okay. Multiple choice, multiple correct answers. Questions, you can expect this type of question. Strong bases have higher values of Kb. So value, Kb value is more, then that is a strong base. Then while weak bases have lower values. So Kb value is low means it is a weak base. Okay. So a more convenient method of expressing the basic strength of amines in terms of pKb values. So that is pKb is equal to minus log Kb. This is also very important formula while solving the some questions. pKb is equal to minus log Kb. Very, very important. pKb is equal to minus log Kb. Smaller the value of pKb, more is the basic nature. So pKb value is smaller, then basic nature is more. Opposite, pKb values is less, then basic nature will be more. But Kb nature is more, basic nature will be more. pKb value is less, then basic nature will be more. If pKb value is more, then basic nature will be less, opposite. Okay, but Kb, in terms of Kb, basic strength. Okay, in terms of Kb, just it is a equilibrium. Kb is the equilibrium constant of the base or basicity constant. It is Kb means basicity constant or equilibrium constant of the base. So if Kb is more, then basicity will be more. If pKb is more, then basicity will be less, opposite. So if Kb is less, then basicity will be also less. But if pKb is less, then basicity will be more, opposite. So you can expect these questions. Very, very important question it is. Okay. So you can see this table here. Kb value, pKb values are there. Ammonia. So it's Kb value 1.8 in 10 power minus 5. Then pKb value 4.75. Okay, primary amines, then secondary amines, tertiary amines, aromatic amines. Okay, you can see what are the Kb values and what are the pKb values. You can see. Okay. So alkyl amines are stronger bases than ammonia. Alkyl amines are stronger bases than ammonia. Alkyl amines means primary, secondary, tertiary are stronger bases than ammonia. So simple ammonia. This is called ammonia. Alkyl amine means what? So alkyl substituted amines. So these are alkyl amines. Alkyl amines are stronger bases. Okay, these are stronger bases than ammonia. Because this can be explained in terms of electron releasing inductive effect of alkyl group. So this alkyl group is electron releasing group. Okay, electron releasing group, so that will be released the more number of electrons towards nitrogen. So nitrogen can donate more number of electrons, so basicity will be more. So that is why alkyl amines are stronger bases than ammonia. So ammonia, there is no alkyl group. There is no alkyl group means there is no electron releasing group. So nitrogen cannot donate more number of electrons, so basicity will be very less. So that is why alkyl amines are stronger bases than ammonia. Okay, so as a result, the electron density on the nitrogen atom increases, and thus they can donate the lone pair of electrons more easily than ammonia. So all R groups are, so these are generally what? Electron releasing groups. So electron will be released on nitrogen. So nitrogen can donate more number of electrons. Okay, more number of electrons. So that is why it is a stronger base than ammonia. The electron releasing effect is maximum in tertiary amines and minimum in primary amines. So electron releasing effect is maximum in tertiary, because tertiary means what? Three alkyl groups are present. Okay, three alkyl groups. So three alkyl groups means more number of electrons will be released on nitrogen. So it can donate more and more number of electrons, and basicity will be more. So that is why in gaseous phase, tertiary amines are stronger bases than primary amines. So what is the order here? Tertiary, then secondary, and primary amines. In gas phase it is, okay, primary amine and least ammonia, NH3. In gas phase it is. In gas phase, you should remember this point. In gas phase is here given. So however, the actual order of basicity in aqueous solutions, mostly uh, in aqueous solutions, the basicity order: first secondary amine, then primary amine, tertiary amine, and least ammonia. So if, however, the alkyl group is bigger than methyl group, that is ethyl propyl, there will be some steric hindrance to hydrogen bonding. Okay, if just a bigger alkyl group than methyl, then steric hindrance will be present. More steric hindrance to hydrogen bonding. So as a result, the stability due to plus I effect predominates over the stability due to hydrogen bonding. So here plus I order, because more number of alkyl groups are present means what? Plus I effect will be more. Plus I effect will be more means, so here which will be predominate? Plus I effect will be predominate. So than hydrogen bonding, and hence tertiary amines become more basic than primary amines. Understand? So more number of alkyl groups are attached means steric hindrance will be more. So in such a case, hydrogen bonding is very less. So in such a case, which will be predominant? Plus I effect. That is means electron releasing nature of alkyl groups will be predominates more. So that is why basicity will be more for tertiary amines. Okay. So in other words, the overall decreasing strength of ethylamine in aqueous medium is C2H52NH. This is secondary. Then this is a tertiary. Then this is primary. Okay, secondary, tertiary, primary. In aqueous solution, it is aqueous medium. But in gaseous phase, tertiary, secondary, primary, and least ammonia. But in aqueous solution, aqueous medium, so that will be somewhat different. Secondary, then tertiary, and least primary. In fact, the basic strength in aqueous solution depends not only upon electron releasing effect, but also upon steric effect and hydration effect, both. Okay, then what does its steric effect? So the crowding of alkyl groups cover nitrogen atoms from all sides, and thus makes the approach and bonding by a proton relatively difficult, which results the maximum steric strain in tertiary amines. So suppose, for example, three alkyl groups are present. Three alkyl groups are present. Mean these three alkyl groups are just they are covering from all the sides. They are covering from all the sides. So that hydrogen bonding here may be difficult in such a case. So that hydrogen approach and bonding by a proton relatively difficult it is in such a case, because all the three alkyl groups are present means they will just stop the approach towards hydrogen bonding. So that is why more steric hindrance present in tertiary amines. So the electrons are there, but the path is blocked. Understand? Three sides are means the path is blocked in such case, so resulting the reduced in its basicity in according steric effect. In such case, basicity will be decreasing. So the order of basic nature of various amines has been found to vary with the nature of alkyl groups. So alkyl group CH3, R2NH relative strength. Okay, alkyl group R2NH, then RNH2, R3N, and least NH3. Then C2H5, R2NH, then R3N, RNH2, then NH3. So both are same, but here, so one is different here. Okay, in case of C2H5, so R3N is here, RNH2 here, and in case of CH3, R3N here, RNH2 is here. Okay. So we shall move further. So note here, very, very important. It is note. Aniline is less basic than ammonia. Aniline means what? This is called aniline. NH2. Okay. Aniline is less basic than ammonia. The phenyl group exerts minus I effect. Minus I effect. Plus I effect increase the basicity of amines. Plus I effect, because electron density will be increasing on nitrogen. If more number of alkyl groups are present, then electron density will be more on nitrogen. It can donate more number of electrons. So the basicity will be more for such type of amines. But here, this is aromatic amine. Okay, aromatic amine, aniline. So here, this phenyl group. See, this is called phenyl group, C6H5. Okay, phenyl groups. So this phenyl group having minus I group, minus I, inductive, minus negative inductive effect. So it means it will pull the electrons from nitrogen. So this results to the lower availability of electrons on nitrogen for protonation. So electron density will be reducing on a nitrogen. So that is why it can okay, that protonation in such a case, it is okay, there is no availability, lower availability for protonation. Next, ethylamine and acetamide both contain an amino group, but acetamide does not show basic nature. So this is because lone pair of electrons on nitrogen is delocalized by resonance with the carbonyl group, which makes it less available for protonation. See here, this is called what? Acetamide. Okay, so in this one, ethylamine and acetamide, this is acetamide. In both, ethylamine means what? Ethyl, C2H5 NH2. So this is ethylamine and this is acetamide. Okay, so in both NH2 group is present, but in case of this carbonyl group, this is called carbonyl group. So here lone pair which is present on nitrogen, so that will be delocalized. So that will be delocalized means, so there is no lone pair on nitrogen. So that present with the one and only electron pair, that will be delocalized towards this carbonyl group. So that is why there is no electron density of nitrogen. So in such case, basicity will be decreasing. Okay, resonance structure due to resonance. So that is why acetamides are weak basic than this one. So the compounds with least S character is most basic, and with more S character is least basic. Very important point it is. Okay, the compounds with least S character means sp3 hybridized. Here least S character means here P is 75% and S character is 25% only. Okay, so least S character in sp3 hybridized compound. So in such case, that compound will be more basic. Okay, S character is less means basic character will be more. Then S character uh, is more. Okay, with more S character then is least basic. So more means sp hybridization. Hybridization here 50 percentage. Here S character is more. Okay, even in sp2 also, that S character is less, but here in sp character is what? 50 percentage. Okay, this is in sp3, this is not 25%. Okay, very 25%. Okay, and this is here 30 something, 33 point something it will be. Then this will be around 60 and 70 percentage. Here 50 percentage, 50 percentage. So S character is more means more basic, least basic. S character more means least basic. S character least means more basic. Okay, opposite. S character least, more basic. Then S character is more, least basic. So that you should remember. In these are very, very important points. Okay, so example here, the compounds. Okay, CH3NH, this is sp3 hybridized carbon, sp3 hybridized. In this one sp2, this is sp. Here S character is least, S character is least. So that is why it is more basic. Here S character and least, this is here more, 50 percentage. 50 percentage S, 50 percentage P. So this will be having least basic nature. And here CH3, CH2, CH2, NH2. Okay, here sp3 and here sp. Okay, here sp2 and here sp. CH3 to NH. Then here electron withdrawing group. In this case, electron withdrawing group you should count. Okay, this is phenyl group. Phenyl group minus I effect. Phenyl group minus I effect. So it can pull the electrons. So that is why it is least. First of all, CH3, two alkyl groups are present. Two alkyl groups are means what? So two electron releasing groups. More number of electrons are present on nitrogen means more is the donation. More is the donation. Stronger is the basic nature. So okay, first is this one, then the second and the third one, and the least is this one. Okay, because this is why what here methyl group is present. Methyl group is present, but here no methyl group, only phenyl group is present. So this is okay in this case. So here electron withdrawing inductive effect of the OH group. So electron withdrawing, OH also electron withdrawing group. More electron will be pulled towards oxygen, OH group. So group decreases the electron density of nitrogen. So this effect diminishes with the distance from the amino group. So distance depending upon distance from amino group. So if it is directly attached to amino group and it is somewhat far away from the amino group, that you should see. Okay, when you just arranging the compounds in decreasing order or increasing order of basicity. So the OH group, whether it is directly attached to nitrogen group or it is somewhat far away from nitrogen group. Okay, if it is directly attached to nitrogen group, then basicity will be very less. If it is somewhat far away from nitrogen group, then basicity is somewhat more when you compare those two. Okay, so this one CH3, CH2, NH2, this will be containing more because it is directly, ethyl group is directly attached to NH2, and here phenyl group is present. So that is very important. Here resonance will be taken place. Okay, carbonyl group is present. Here carbonyl group is present. So that is why okay, this is basic nature. The next one is what? Hydration effect. So here hydration effect. So it also depends upon the stability of the conjugated acid formed by accepting a proton from the solution. So the hydration effect refers to the stabilization of the protonated amine by water molecules. So so it also depends on what stability of the conjugated acid formed by accepting a proton. Okay, conjugated base will be formed by accepting a proton from the solution. So the hydration effect refers to the stabilization. It just refers to the stabilization of the protonated amine from water molecules. So the water molecules form hydrogen bonding with the protonated amine and release energy. Okay, that is called hydration energy. So now greater the extent of hydrogen bonding in protonated amine, more will be its stabilization. So more hydrogen bonding, more stabilization. Primary amine is the most stable since it has 3 hydrogen atoms, okay, which can form hydrogen bonds with water molecules. So in primary amine, here 2 hydrogen groups are present, primary amine, because primary amines is the most stable. It has 3 hydrogen atoms, 3 hydrogen atoms. Okay, so that can bond with water molecules, maximum hydration. So consequently, so greater will be the basic strength of the corresponding amine. The secondary amine is also is less basic, less stable since it has 2 hydrogen atoms, less hydration, while that of tertiary amines is the least stable since it has only 1 hydrogen atom, least hydration, which can form hydrogen bonds with H2O. Therefore, the basic strength of amines in aqueous solution follows this one. Primary amines are more basic because because number of hydrogens for hydrogen bonding with water molecules.